Okay, there. I can see you guys better. Um, tell me why. Why did I think today was Friday? It's cold in Chicago. Oh, girl, I know, pobrecita. I feel so bad for you. I couldn't handle those Chicago winters. I mean, I get totally cold. I am like not built for that. Wait, I started saying something and I forgot. I'm gonna drink my energy drink in a bit because I hate when that happens. I'm like in the middle of a thought and then I just se me va. Dude, but there's a lot of people. So I scared you. I know. Girl, are you kidding me? I love Chiquis. I love Chiquis. I'm a huge Jenny fan, but I'm like a fan of her kids too. And for a long time growing up, I was so jealous of Chiquis. I was like, she gets to like, her mom's Jenny. She gets to do a lot of stuff for her. She got access to like all the, like clothes, like, ¿cómo se llama? La ropa de moda. Really young and, well, not really young because it took not a while, but it took some time for Jenny to get there. But I don't know. I was just really jealous of her. But when she started singing, I just love her music. Like, it's so empowering. It's like the Jenny's music and Chiqui's music like really helped me. Yeah, and she's beautiful too. But their music has really helped me through like some of the darkest times in my life. Because they're very empowering, all that stuff. I went a bit too personal, but yeah, I love them. So, they're just such like good people. And I love the fact that they've continued Jenny's legacy to give back too. That's like a huge thing. They're always doing stuff for other people. They're always giving back. And I know, Jenny taught them that way, but they continue. Sorry, I'm tired. Yes, like they taking about our own life. And you know what? Okay, so I did do a video. I didn't post it because I had to do like 2 videos back to back and then come and be with you guys. But Johnny actually explained why they decided to release the album La Gran Señora en Banda. And the explanation really made sense to me. So he said that because Jenny did, what's the album? Las Gran Ollas or Joyas? Something like that. Oh my God. I swear, I gotta drink my energy drink. But she did two albums, like one in pop and one in banda, with one album. And now that I think about it, I don't think a lot of artists have done that. Ollas prestadas, right? Yeah. Joyas prestadas. Why did I say ollas? What if I said ollas in the video? Oh shoot, I'm gonna have to re-listen to it before I post it, because wait. Or maybe I'll leave it. I made a mistake. I swear, I'm like extra blonde today. Ay, Dios mío. But she did the album in 2 different type of musics, and they wanted to continue with the same thing that she did, and that's really cool. Like, now that I think about it, I don't know too many artists that have done that. So the fact that they continue with their mom's legacy, and I get really mad when people are like, oh, well, they're just doing this because, the Riveras need money. And it's like, no, that's literally their mother's legacy. Like, wouldn't it be worse for them to not do anything and just let their mom's legacy pass away? Like, you know what I mean? Like, doing new things and keeping things good and releasing things just helps. Hey, Nosy, how are you? It just helps Jenny's legacy, and that's their kids. Like, they just get a lot of backlash or negativity, and I don't like it. It's really messed up when people are just, and then people, of course, want to continue with the whole, oh, Jenny's alive. Oh, yeah, I'm doing good things. I'm just a little tired. But I think around this time is when I start getting, like, slowing down a little bit. Because things are everywhere. I just been kind of, ¿cómo se llama? I've been ignoring Ash for a while because it's like, it kind of gets like, she's gonna piss us off no matter what, she's always gonna do something dumb. I did see a little bit though that she gave Renee a barbecue or something like that, It's like, damn, why does she have to steal my ideas? That's actually what I was gonna give my husband for our anniversary, but I just decided to give him tools. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is. And it got too weird when people, it just got really messy with the doxing and the negativity. And I'm just like, I got tired of it. Hey, Spill Reality, how are you? I sent you a video. I hope you saw it. Um, yeah, and I've been trying to stay away from a lot of that, you know. You know what? I've been seeing the Charrito and Mayrita a little bit from Carol's videos. I can get into that chisme and check it out. I was actually gonna start doing 90 Day Fiance content a little bit. I don't know if you guys, I know some of you guys do see the show, so sorry, I just changed it on you. Now, when it comes to the Mexican side of TikTok, I did see that Cristian Nodal. So, hey, the game, how are you? I did see that Cristian, and thank you. Sorry, I did see that Cristian Nodal is actually suing Casu, and I was like, what? That is like, I know my Cristian Nodal videos don't get a lot of views. It's more like the Angela ones that get a little bit more attention than the Cristian, but this is huge. So I already did the video. I just have to post it. But we learn, hey Anna, but we learned that he was giving her, he says he's giving her about $1,000,000. I'm trying to bring my calculator. Thank you. Yeah, don't forget to get the heart me's, guys. That he was giving her $1,000,000 a month. That's about $54,000 a month in child support. I was like, is that enough money? It's a lot of money, but once you're like, you know, you need security, you know, because she's a big artist, they get a lot of media attention. Like, is that enough money? That's kind of out there, but I think at the same time, because he's suing her in family court, it is leaving it up to the judge. You know, oh crap, I have to charge my phone. It is leaving it up to the judge. That whole thing that supposedly Cristian doesn't let Casu take the baby out of the country or travel with her while she's doing concerts. So I do love that part. So I'm just talking about the Cristian Nodal suing Casu. So, hey Ruby. I was shocked. I was like, and then this, I think it's Ventaneando, the show Ventaneando got the paperwork. I was like, oh my God, like, but at least a judge gets to like put an end to the messiness, kind of. I used to be a huge Cristian Nodal fan, but he's just so, yeah, he's suing her. I was so, you know what, I think I have it, but it's in Spanish. I was like, he was really like, every time he opens his mouth, I just get more disappointed, and I like his music a little less. Oh crap, you can't see too much, but that is his actual name, Cristian Jesus Gonzalez. And then I know, I was like, hold on, I was trying to bring the other picture because, okay, this one's a little bit better. So Julieta Casu, oh, that's why they call her Casu. Her last name's kind of, it's different. So it is just saying, que autorice que pasado la señora Julieta. I guess he's just kind of saying that it's her fault that she's not traveling, which it doesn't make sense. He doesn't make sense at all. That I guess he hasn't let the baby travel to the U.S. where he's living, but the lawsuit's coming out of Jalisco, Mexico. But it's because he's like a Mexican citizen and not a U.S. citizen, maybe. I don't know, but I know he lives in the U.S. So, I don't know. And then he's kind of like exposing her, like, okay, I've been paying her child support, but she wants it in cash or through a third person. And I was like, okay, is he like trying to get her in trouble, or what's the reasoning of that? But I mean, I don't know if that's enough money though. I'm not rich enough to know if that's enough money for child support, pretty much. Yeah, Casu's the main caretaker. I mean, he hasn't even really seen his baby. No, I mean, and we're going based on what Casu is saying, of course, because we don't know what really happens behind closed doors. But it's not like you see Cristian, and I get it, it's far, but he's the one that decided to have a baby that lives in Argentina. That's like pretty much his fault. But I do like that a judge, this is going to be up to the judge now, the child support, the travel stuff, so Kasu doesn't have to struggle so much. I'm just hoping that he pays her lawyer fees. He has the money to do it, you know? So it's just, man, I never pictured him as a deadbeat dad. That was a big disappointment. That was a big disappointment. That's crazy. So yeah, that's the drama going on with them. Yeah. I mean, we can't even get started with Angela. And this week was the 1 year anniversary that Stephanie Sue talked about Christian and Angela and Kasu. I know when that episode came out, I was like shocked to no end, because it just brought it international. And it's crazy to see Christian Nodal's career take such a big hit. I mean, even he said, oh, talent can be canceled, but at the same time, it's not doing well. Like, the fact that his stuff is not sold out like it used to be. I mean, I haven't gone to see him, and he's been in Southern California a few times, and I used to go all the time. Like, when I get obsessed with a singer or a band or something, I'll go. And he's been really close to me so many times, and I'm just like, it's not the same. He's a deadbeat. The more he talks, he's siding with his wife and choosing his wife over his child. Like, ugh. Yeah, she did see the signs. I mean, the whole voy a ser tía, like, what the hell is that? Trying to get closer to it. I mean, I don't know. All this is really messy. And I know, you know what? What about Uncle Fat? I don't know too much about him. I haven't really gone into that side of TikTok in a while. I don't know. They're just messy. They're just dumb. What was I going to say? And you know what? I haven't covered a lot of the Angela and Pepe Aguilar and stuff, but I don't know. Did you guys see? And I don't know if I should do a video, but it's been a few days. Sometimes I feel like I'm a little bit too late to the chisme. But when Angela was in concert, and you guys know there was all that rumor, which it wasn't even a rumor. There was proof that she would put sponges or something, or she would wear underwear that would give her like a bigger behind, which is really cracks me up, because honestly, I'm on that side of the Mexican women that weren't really blessed with with a big butt and all that stuff. Yeah, las esponjas. I'm like, girl, I get you, but it's super obvious. And Pepe being in concert, recording her hips and showing what sponges was really weird. It's like, was he checking out his own child? That's like Trump attitude. Remember when Trump would always talk about his daughter being like really hot, and if she wasn't my daughter, it gave that vibes. And I mean, this family is just taking such a big hit, and it's just, oh my God. I saw that and I was like, embarrassment, shock. What the hell? Like, she's your daughter. It's weird. He was trying to stand up for her, and it just made it worse. It is so weird. That family just gone down so bad. They used to be kind of like royalty in a way, kind of, and now it's just like Mexico's embarrassment. You buy the lift up jeans, yeah, I've seen the Halara ones. As soon as I get TikTok paid, I'm gonna buy a pair. I have to. There's this content creator, you guys, I'm pretty sure you guys know her. Abby Blabby. She also has a pancake behind, and she did a video, because you always see women that don't have their butt lifted, but they have a butt. So to see another person that has the same kind of behind that I do, put it on, and it looked so good. I have to order it. I have to. And you know what? Some people would be embarrassed to be honest about that, but I'm really not. I mean, it is what it is. I'm trying to find the video to show it to you guys. It is what it is. I've come to terms with it. Even if I do all those butt lifts and all that stuff at the gym, I can never get the actual peach. Okay, that's a bit personal, but you guys know what I mean. I'm trying to find Abby Blabby's video to show it to you guys. Oh yeah, there we go.
Look, you know what this is called?
Okay.
Pancake ass, aka no ass at all. practice a little bit of a peach, I got something to show you.
I was like, oh,
okay,
girl.
so you know the brand Hilera, right? Well, they saw all of those assless girls and they said,
wait, there's the letters. Okay, there we go. See, those are the Hilera pants.
Something for you. And they made these leggings that
you see
have these little things down here, and you lift your ass cheeks up over them, and then they.
Okay, I could never do a video like that, or I might, depending on how the jeans look. I don't know. I mean, not the jeans, the Hilera pants. I know. Okay, so let me make sure you bought a pair. Okay, let me make sure it's in my. Because as much as I love Abu Dhabi, come on, like she doesn't need the commission, but I do. So it's in my showcase. I don't know if I can pin it here because I'm not showing the pants, or else I would show them here. But if you want to get them, they're in my showcase. Let's be honest. I have to go back to the gym because, hey, Kay, because when I do go to the gym, I can get a little bit more, but I'm never going to be like, boom, and I'm scared to get like a BBL. Plus, I'm too cheap to get a BBL. So it is what it is. You know, I don't care about catfishing people because my husband knows what he married, so I don't care. But anyhow, yeah, that's crazy. I can't believe I told you guys that. It's hilarious. Hey, Carla, how are you? Sorry. You walked into a weird conversation. We're talking about the Hilera butt lifting pants. I can't do squats. Unfortunately, I can't. I have bad knees. I'm doing good, thank you. I have bad knees. I used to do road biking, like bicycle. Hey, Mickey Mouse. So I used to ride to work from home. And I was going so fast, the tire, because it's thinner tires, got stuck in like the middle of a ridge, and I flew and landed on my knees. One of my knees is worse than the other, and I've had surgery and all that stuff. But I know if I do squats and stuff like that, I'm already in pain as it is, but the pain is worse. So that's part of the reason why I can't do that. But I know there's other workouts that I can do, but I do, be careful. Yeraldi curves. Oh, they are good. I didn't know if the curves were good or not. But those lift up your butt. I mean, I don't know. I do know I have to go back to the gym. That is one thing I know I have to do. It's just sometimes like you lose the motivation, you lose the focus, like all that stuff is crazy. But okay, hold on. So they have different kinds. I'm gonna try it out. It's really hard. Oh, you know what? Shoot, I'm just gonna have to call him back. The mom pouch. I know, me too. I need a faja. It's I mean, that's one of the things, that's one of the things I think people don't necessarily agree. But as a mom, you go through so much. Your body goes through a lot of changes. So when this whole trend is coming about women proposing to men, it's like we do so much more than men. The least they can do is propose to us, The seamless ones, okay, I'll look into them. I didn't know if her fajas were good or not. It's hard for me to trust people and like spend my money on them. But if you're saying they're good, I'll give it a try. But since we have Carla in the chat, I think she's still here. The video, let me see, hold on, I'm trying to pin her. If you guys have heard of the Baby Emmanuel Haro case, the fact that Baby Emmanuel's grandpa says that they're never gonna find his little body broke my heart into a million pieces. And the fact that they had the city remove the memorial that was in front of their house, it's so heartbreaking because like they didn't protect their grandchild, and now they're trying to like forget their grandchild and be open about the fact that they're never going to find his little body is insane. It's heartbreaking. It just, as a human, it doesn't really make sense in our mind. And to know that he suffered practically his whole life is insane. And for his family to continue to back him up is crazy. Well, we don't know where they are. The whole trash field thing, there's no police information that he was. There was a lot of misinformation with Emmanuel's case that was out there, and I don't know if the trash field is one of them. But it's just, part of me has kind of come to terms with the fact with this for a while that they were probably never going to find his little body. That's what I thought, because they made an arrest. I mean, Jake's already been, yeah, there was a lot of rumors going on. And it's just, I don't know. They made an arrest. Jake's already been sentenced, you know, so for them to do that without a body made me feel weirder. Oh, thank you, Rocat. I know I did get a little bit tired of the other red, but I didn't want to dye it black yet. I had black hair for like 30 something years, you know. I had done red before. It wasn't the first time going red, but I'm like, you know what, but thank you. I know people, I think that when you dye your hair, people want to bring such negativity, so I love when I do get, you know, compliments on it, so thank you. But it's just really heartbreaking to hear the family just talk about it, and this is the first time we hear anything from that side of the family. And oh my god, I didn't even say it in the video. I might do a third part of this because it was crazy. He tried to blame the moms instead of Jake. He was like standing up for Jake. He was saying it was an accident. He said, you know, that whole rollover thing. But what wasn't an accident was the abuse. The mom hasn't been charged yet. She's going to be charged. I'll check. I know I have it in my notes somewhere. It's just so heartbreaking. It's like the poor little baby. He suffered so much. Hold on. I'm trying to bring up my notes. I don't think I have it pinned here. Damn it. And I already turned off my computer. Like mine. Let me see. Notes. Oh, I might have to put my eye drops because I'm tired. I think I lost them. Not now. Okay. So I can find it. I don't know if some of you guys know by memory when her next court is. I might have to Google it. Yeah, I'm going to have to Google it because I cannot remember right now. Yeah. I'll find out right now. Sorry. So Rebecca Harrow, right? So it's just crazy. Rebecca Harrow, next court date. Okay. So the felony settlement conference is going to be January 21st. That's when it's going to be. So I mean, okay. And yesterday in the video, I said that this guy said that Rebecca was only going to serve 2 years. I hope that's not true, but because, you know, it's his family, I feel like if he's saying it for a reason. So I am scared, but at the same time, Rebecca should be scared, because if they let her out free, it's on site. A lot, not with me, because you guys know I don't do that, but a lot of people would. A lot of women, a lot of moms would, because she let this happen to her child. You know, she did this to her child. You know, so when you're abusing a child practically their whole lives and something happens to them, you know if you're DVing your kid, something could happen. So that's why I'm saying it's not an accident at all. Sorry, let me put on my eye drops. So I feel like they are still standing up for her. The only family that hasn't stood up for them has been Rebecca's. Guilty by association. And like I said before, she should at least be charged with, you know, child neglect. Like, it was a long term. Yeah, so she knew. Hey, Ashley. So she knew that he was hurting her child. She knew she married somebody that had done something like that to his child before. So she shouldn't be let out free. It shouldn't be 2 years. I don't know if I said 2 years or 2 months, but he said 2 years. It shouldn't. It should honestly be a lot more. Who would choose a man over her kid? And that's the same conversation we were having yesterday over that other lady that chose having a husband over her own child, and he ended up unaliving his dad or stepdad, because it's women that keep choosing their men, and it just doesn't make sense. Like, it's just anchoring, you know. So I really do hope like there is gonna be a permanent memorial somewhere. If he cared, she would say where her baby is. But like this guy said, he's probably never gonna be found. Um, and I think to a certain point, and you know, I've said it before, to a certain degree, I don't think we need to have, hey, Maria, this man spilled the beans. He did, but not all the beans. He didn't say exactly what happened to baby Emmanuel. But I think once it comes to like the details of what happened to him, I don't think we have to have the right to know what happened to him. Oh no, he's not going to be talking. And that's why I'm like, I want more people to talk about what he said. You know, so I think Matt made a video about it yesterday, but I don't know if he's done the update about what he said. Or maybe she doesn't know. That's true. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Exactly, Lisa. It doesn't make any sense. I don't have Melissa. I was gonna ask Annie if she knows anything. He's only explaining to what's been told to him. But I think honestly, the cops know. I think at this point the cops know what happened. You know? But his body isn't found. But okay. I don't want to get too graphic, but what if there isn't anything left of his body? You know what I mean? Like, what if, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to see more because I don't want to trigger anybody. Oh, thank you, Lisa. Hey, Cindy. You know what I mean? Like, I think she should be charged the same as him. Yeah, she should. Honestly, yes. I think the same. But let's be honest. Once it comes to court things, we have like, it doesn't always come out the way we want it to be. But that's what I'm thinking, though. That's what I'm thinking, that his body isn't intact and something happened that his body's not intact, that there might not be something to bury. Like, that's what I'm feeling. You know what I mean? Because I think the cops know. What am I doing for dinner? Oh my God, today, so it's actually really funny. Well, not too funny, but my husband did, he did a, ¿cómo se llama? Fried chicken. So I'm just gonna go pick up mac and cheese and stuff because I do have to do plant stuff today. My plants are like, they're probably dying at this point. No, but see, Lizzie, that's where I think the difference is. I feel like there is justice for baby Emmanuel. You know, it's gonna hit her one day. I hope so. I really hope so. But, and I think that's where I think a lot differently than some people, that we don't have to know what happened to baby Emmanuel. I don't think we have to. I think if the family, and not Jake's family, I'm talking about Rebecca's family, if they want to keep that to themselves and not tell the public, that's okay in my book. I feel like there is justice being done, because tell me, what other case have you seen the parents be arrested? Was it a week or 2 weeks? The parents were arrested really quick. They were held with like huge bail that they were never going to make. So I feel like there is justice being done in Emmanuel. And the reason I feel that is because there's so many other cases where the parents are let free, where they can never charge the parents because there's not enough to charge them, you know? Steak with veggies sounds so good. I love steak. I'm a carnivore. I love steak. So I feel like justice is being done. I really don't see any other way how it could be better. But then again, Rebecca hasn't been charged. Let's see what happens to that. But I'm just saying, like, the reason I think they moved so fast is because, first of all, they were super messy and lying. There was, cameras and all that stuff. But also because, like, the arrest happened really quick. I feel like they moved really fast because they were also trying to make up for the fact that the judge messed up in Jake's first case because they let him free. So they were like, crap, we have to make up for it. Now, the DA didn't do that. The DA said they weren't going to do a plea deal, and they didn't do a plea deal. So let's see what happens. Rebecca in the story. Yeah, I did 2 videos on it. It didn't really get any views, but It's all right. And that one did really affect me because why would you do that to a pregnant girl? Like over $2,000, it just really doesn't make sense. Um and when you're pregnant, and it's just a reminder that a woman's more dangerous, the most one of the most dangerous times in a woman's life is when she's pregnant, because a lot of unaliving happens when the women are pregnant for, people trying to get their own baby that way. The dad doesn't want to be a dad, or it's very dangerous for a woman to give birth in the United States. It's dangerous. It's not really have fun with it. It's a horrible tragedy. And I think the second video I did is once they charged the parents, or not the parents, but the mom and the stepdad. It's like it got to me. That's why I do chisme at the same time, because these cases are really, really heavy. Yeah, the women trying to steal the baby from the other mother. And I don't know if you guys saw this show, The Practice, I think it was. It was a spinoff from Grey's Anatomy, and they had that whole storyline. When they released that plot, that took me into a whole deep dive of looking up stuff like that happens to women. So when I was pregnant, the 2 times I was pregnant, I was in like, ¿cómo se dice? Oh, hold on, it's my husband calling. Okay, sorry. All right, sorry, I have to go back. Oh, the family tree is crazy. I saw a little bit of the family tree, and I'm like, oh my god. Yeah, she's just the birth mother, but it's I don't know. It's really dangerous to be pregnant, and I think that's why there's a lot of women that are choosing not to have babies, because there's so much danger. The dads are not being dads. The economy sucks. The government sucks. Like everything is just. That's why a lot of women are choosing not to have kids, honestly. But I haven't updated it though, honestly, since they released what happened to her. I just haven't looked up anything, just because I gotta give it a break sometimes. It's too sad. I think I'm too much of an empath for some of these cases. But then again, I went on that deep dive of that woman that was keeping her special needs fostered. I don't know if it was her foster child or her child, but was keeping her in a kennel outside. So I kind of did a little deep dive on that, and I was really shocked to find that her husband was the chief of police for like 2 years before he passed away, but he was also a pastor. So I was like, and then about 50 kids that they would foster weren't through the government. So how else would they foster? Like, I didn't know there was another way to foster kids. Dude, it's crazy. I was like, because I saw the video of, when they found the young woman outside. Hold on, let me look up the notes on that too, because and I didn't even say in the video, like, the neighbor heard the screams. It was like, I think 8:30 at night, and it was about 30 degrees outside. Wait, the cop in Sacramento? I don't think I did. What's his name? But yeah, so let me see. So the video, and I did give a trigger warning before I played the video, because it was so heartbreaking that actually, can you just, because I have like 10 minutes before I have to go. I saw the raccoon thing. That was so cute. And then can you imagine the cop being called to something like that? That was funny. But this woman was Candy Thompson. And okay, so she's been, yeah, I'm so sorry. It's just like, I have like 10 minutes. So I can't, that's what my husband called me, because we have to go do something after this. But okay. Sorry, so she was charged with aggravated kidnapping or kidnapping, injury to a disabled individual, unlawful restraint, assault, family violence. I mean, I'm glad she was safe. She was 22, or she's 22 years old. But, and then the crazy thing is, and this is why I like going on FB as well, to kind of look things up, because it's weird. The Hangover, it was weird for me. Can you imagine the raccoon? He was pigging out the next day. He was like trying to get rid of the hangover. And I don't know, I didn't know raccoons would drink. Like, it doesn't make any sense. But anyhow, so the her husband, before he passed away, he was the chief of police for the last 2 years. He worked as an assistant police chief, and then he worked as an investigator for the DA, and then he was a volunteer firefighter for 20 years, and then he was also a pastor. So these people were like known in their community. So when her charges and her arrest were released, a lot of the people in the comments from that city were really surprised, because they were like, oh my god, these are amazing people, I can't believe it. And there was one person that commented that she took care of one of the foster kids years ago. She saw the emotional abuse going on in that home. She reported it to the company that hired her to take care of people that were disabled. And that's how she was sent to this lady's house. But that place never did anything about it. So it seems at the very least emotional abuse had been going on for some time. But I'm wondering, how did she go from emotional abuse to doing something like that? Like, was it after her husband passed away? Was he aware of it? I mean, they have so many supporters, and if it wasn't for that neighbor, of course, rescuing her, but if it wasn't for him recording it, a lot of the people wouldn't believe that it's true. But the fact that her husband was such a big person in the community, a lot of people are really scared that it's going to get in the way of this, of this lady getting any jail time. I guess she was released on bail. A lot of the reports said that she hadn't, but no, the neighbors have seen her around. So it's just really heartbreaking. Hearing it was like, it was bad. It's bad. And she was so like not really caring, she was just like, oh yeah, I kept her out there because she was messing up inside. Okay, and like, that's her home, and you're gonna keep her outside. And like, that's, like I said yesterday, I don't even keep my dog in a kennel. She was released on bail. She was seen after. I think somebody tried to interview her, and they couldn't. That's what I'm saying, because it was, they tried to interview her. So I feel like that's why we know that she was released. Oh, okay. Thank you, True Crime. Yeah, I'll check them out tonight once I get home. And I'm so sorry again. I don't have a lot of time, and I don't want to be like rushing you either. I feel bad. But yeah, these people are just, humanity's like completely lost. Completely lost. It's so heartbreaking. And then yesterday we were talking about the kids that passed away in a fire. I haven't seen any updates today. So I don't know if the dad's being charged with anything. And that story was so confusing, just with the way he explained it. Fester let Ash put her stuff in the closet already, so she's moved in, right? Because she, didn't she already let go of the apartment that he rented for her? Those people make no sense at all. I didn't really catch up with her. Plus the fact that she kept trying to threaten me towards the end, I was like, you know what? Whatever. Do your thing for the 50 million times, seriously. Oh my God. I did see a post that somebody put that she was, at one point, she was worth about $1 million. I don't know if that's true or not. But if she was, I think one of the karmas that Ash did get is that she never did any, ¿cómo se llama? She never teamed up with another company. She never got like stuff like that. You know what I mean? There's a word for it. Collaborations with anybody, really, like any companies. Sponsorships. That's the word I was looking for. Ash never got to do any sponsorships. Because who's being sued? Ash? I haven't heard anything like that. But then again, I don't really know what's going on. Yeah, I left the drama side too. Seriously. I was so tired. I know so many of us would have done so much if we had Ash's 15 minutes of fame. So much. And who didn't really take advantage of their 15 months either? I would have done with $1 million. I know I do too, but I'm just saying I don't know if it's true. But people make a stupid amount of money on TikTok battles. That's why I'm gonna start getting into it for a bit. Let's see how it goes. I don't know. I have to work out a schedule. I'm hoping to start Monday. It is hard for me to go live from home though, and that's the one thing that scares me because my family's loud. Plus, then you have the dog barking at everybody that passes by. Her almost 1 million, dude. I was so mad with the almost 1 million followers. She lost stuff. She did lose out a lot. Remember, she never released her t-shirts because they were so bad too. Like, you know how many changes, like if you have a big platform like that, you can speak out for so many things. You can bring attention, bring awareness, all that stuff to so much. It's like insane, you know? It's like the Tommy Jodry case that I've been trying to bring attention to for a long time. It's like it finally got somewhere, you know, because his parents kept pushing for so long, but it took a long time. It took a long time. And if you have a creator that has, you know, 1 million followers, like you can do so much with that, you know? So it's just really frustrating, really, really frustrating to see somebody that ended up, like, imagine how good she could have done if she could have just changed and become a good mother and all that stuff. It's like insane. Well, I think Ash did do a lot because she was on, I mean, she did good on TikTok battles. And I know she's making a lot on Snapchat too, now that she is monetized on Snapchat. But even then, when Ash had 1 million followers, she didn't do content that would generate money either. Buy a house and lots of groceries, yep. And give my parents, I know I would too. I would do anything to like retire my parents. You know, like anything to retire them. Like, I don't think people understand how much money you can make on social media. There's people making like $10,000 a month on FB alone. You know, it's like, but then you have people like Brene, they're making $25,000 a month and spending 5,000 of it on junk food. It's like, do you know how much my body would be paying if I made $25,000 a month? I would be able to have the freedom to go work out every single day. You know, I don't think I would ever go on the shot because I don't think I'm big enough to go on the shot. I mean, no offense to anybody that is. I mean, I can go to the gym. I don't know. I'm scared to get a BBL. I would probably just do my stomach. I mean, and you can buy, you can get a chef with that amount of money, maybe, or you can do like one of those subscription, like food subscriptions that send you healthy food, but that's good. But then again, my husband cooks a lot, so I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, I wouldn't be spending $5,000 on junk food. Like, it seems like the places they would be going to was just junk food. Which was like, I was crying of happiness. Oh, that's so good. I mean, yeah, I would buy my parents a house in Mexico. I would buy my house in Mexico. Like, I don't know. 5,000 is crazy on nasty junk food though. Like, I don't see, I mean, you have places like, I don't know, there's some healthy food places. I think for them, Chipotle is healthy. Chipotle is not healthy, but I think to them, that's their kind of healthy food. There's a lot of good places that are like, the food is decent. You know, like I just saw a video where they were saying tacos is healthier than like granola bars because you have like your protein, you have your veggies with like the cilantro and the onions and the salsa. Like, there's better food than just junk food. You know, like there's places that serve fresh food and it doesn't have to be nasty like that. Like, if I eat out twice in one day, I feel like I can't breathe already as it is. So 3, 4, 5 places of junk food a day is crazy. I can't. But I really do hope that there is another bank account that she has that we don't know, because she was transferring money from one account to another. So I hope there is something that she's doing something smart with that money, because if you're making that much amount of money, there's so much that you can do with it to make your money work for you. There's a lot. I mean, some people live off the interest of what they have in their savings account. So I don't know. I just hope she was, smart enough to do something like that. But yeah. People are crazy. And you know what? Somebody was saying that somebody was asking the question, like, because people feel like people are bullying Brene. And they were saying, okay, what would you do if this affects Brene's mental health so much that she ends up hurting herself, right? And I think it was Michi. You guys know that I love Michi. I think she's the one that did a video saying something like, she's the one that brought it up to herself. She brought it upon herself. Like, she didn't have to publicize what she did. And not only was she publicizing it, she was rubbing it into Akira's. Like, she was rubbing it in her face, and she was talking about her, and she's talking about being a stepmom to the kids. And I mean, she moved in with them to get close to the guy. You know what I mean? Like, not only did she do something horrible, but she added its stuff on top of it, so imagine going months and months of people rubbing it in your face, telling the public, talking to you about it, that fact that this person that was your friend stole your husband. Like, that is disgusting. And yeah, it worked out for Brene. She got married with this dude, and she made money off of it, but now she's losing the money. So it's, it's like, once you bring something to social media, people are going to talk about it. It's like the same thing with the woman that proposed to her boyfriend. We started making content about it. And I think and yeah, she got upset after a while, but it's like, bro, like, you did it to get attention. You did it to go viral, and you're upset that it worked. Like, the same thing with, Stephanie from the Brazilian Jenkins. Like, now she's always upset that people are talking, but she's the one that keeps them talking. That's why I don't talk about my family, or I don't do content about my family, or that's why I don't show my family, because once you open up social media to your family, they're going to be talking about you. They're going to, to a certain degree, they're going to feel like they have the right to know what's going on in your life if you're showing your life, So it's like, Brene can't be upset at something that she created, something that she caused. But I would be embarrassed for people to see my bank account. Like, that's embarrassing. I think that part, yeah. Like, they spend like crazy. Sorry, they spend like crazy. It's wild. But anyhow, so let me see. Those are the two chismes. I think I've talked about everything I've talked about today. It's been a crazy morning. Let me just say that part. Crazy morning. I started getting a little bit of negativity with talking about the little girl that went up to Wendy. And people were like, oh, you're talking about a child. The way she asked Wendy where her child was weird. She had intentions. Now, I didn't cuss her out. I wasn't disrespectful. Yes, I talked about it. And I showed the picture because that's, like, that brought the point home. And I usually don't like to post minors on my social media. But Wendy has, if you're going up to Wendy and she's streaming, there's thousands and thousands and thousands upon thousands of people watching. So I didn't feel like a need to protect the child if she put it up there. Wendy Ortiz, like, I guess she was a 6th grader, asked Wendy Ortiz, oh, where's Valentina? And her friend was like, yeah, where is she? It's like, they knew what they were doing. Come on. Yeah, why is a child asking a child? Wendy should have been like, where's your mom? Like, why is your mom letting you, be out there like that? Yes, they need to start using the parental controls, yes. But also teaching your child's manners. Because she did it with intentions. It was an intention. She knew. She knew what she was asking. And I didn't cuss out the child. I didn't say anything bad about the child. I just said, hey, she had intentions. That's all. You know? Yes. Oh, crap. No, no, no. Sorry. Yes, it's correct. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. Some kids these days have no manners at all. It's like you're learning consequences. That's, you know, it's like if Wendy wasn't streaming, then I think it would have been a lot different because she's not streaming. She's not, you know, you don't expect for what's going on to be posted. But if she's like, you know, she's live, she's streaming, you know that people are watching it, you know people record it. She's a teenager, but teenagers are a little bit smarter than us when it comes to social media. So that's why I'm like, nah. She knew what she was doing. She knew people were posting it. She knew people were gonna talk about it. And I think to a certain degree, don't people know not to mess with Wendy supporters? Wendy supporters go hard too. Let's not lie to ourselves about it. They do a lot to support her. But the fact that Wendy's still being shamed for working, it's like somebody put, oh, it's because Wendy keeps choosing, you know, her friends over her daughter. It's like she's choosing to work. And can you guys imagine the negativity that Wendy would be getting if she took Valentina with her on that trip? And they're going out, they're drinking, you know, there's alcohol consumption. Can you imagine the negativity that would have happened? It's crazy. That's what her content is for young kids. You know, it's not for little kids. Like, she's gonna do stuff that are not okay for her child to be around, but it's okay for her to do as a 21-year-old girl. Sorry, I'm trying to clean my office at the same time because I think my boss is gonna come over here today. But yeah. Hey Chelsea, how are you? I saw your Friendsgiving video. That was so cute. But yeah, all right, I gotta go because my husband's waiting for me. But it was fun. Let's chit chat tomorrow. You know, oh, I'm doing good, thank you. And yeah, I think that's it. But I'll see you guys tomorrow at the same time. I'll check my messages. I know somebody messaged me to look into another case, but yeah, I'll keep you guys updated with everything. Don't forget to check a little bit later on. I'm gonna post the 2 videos that I did. But okay, thank you guys. Bye.